Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, LaMichael Pirine. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Here's Darnold. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a carry for Pirine. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Darnold on first down. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Pirine, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I would say the Dolphins like what they have in Christian Wilkins, who just made a nice play up front right there. Remember, he was a first-round pick in 2019 out of Clemson. They expect him to be a cornerstone.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brought down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. He's got daylight, the 30, 10, And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield, here's Tua. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brian Poole on the tackle.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's the man who's led the NFL in rushing twice in his 4 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down, Miami.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Dolphin field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second down and 7. A final shot before the break. Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Crowder now to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destination, all I want to see.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
Nope.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now 3rd and 5.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
46-yard line.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Pirine. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Dolphins 33, Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52. Ready. 52 blast.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a game.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And it's
the Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From his own goal line, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This is Butler making the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, Butler complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Man, Eddie, I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 55. Check 55.
To throw is Darnold. Going up top. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
A
down.
gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He don't want it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.